What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez, back with another Prize Picks video for you, and this one is for Tuesday, February 28th, 2023. 10 games on the NBA schedule for us to talk about. A lot of games, man. A lot of games. And we're not going to be going through each one in detail in this video. I do want to look at it from a super high level view, though, and just go over some players in each game that I have my eye on, and mention a few names that you probably aren't thinking about or even aware of. Maybe these people exist. And when we get some props for these guys tomorrow, we'll be better prepared to move on them and know what to take. But as always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. And away we go. Let's start off and let's just quickly run through the games, and I'll share with you some players in each game that I'm just looking at right now. So let's start off in the Houston-Denver game. I like Ty Washington, Tari Eason, Jae'Sean Tate. Chicago versus Toronto, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Jakob Poeltl, Patrick Beverley under his props. LA versus Memphis, Anthony Davis, Jared Vanderbilt, Desmond Bane. Washington versus Atlanta, Bradley Beal and Trae Young. I just want to see these guys go back and forth and trade shots. Just go back and forth, down the court, just put up threes. That's what I want to see. Milwaukee versus Brooklyn, Drew Holiday, Brook Lopez, Grayson Allen, assuming that Giannis is out. Chris Middleton, if we can get a prop on him as well. And then Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson on the other side, like those guys for Brooklyn. Sacramento versus OKC, De'Aaron Fox all damn day long. Isaiah Joe, Kenrich Williams. Indiana versus Dallas, Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, Luka Doncic, and Kyrie Irving. San Antonio and Utah, Malachi Branham, Zach Collins, Jeremy Sohan, Walker Kessler. Minnesota versus LA Clippers, Kawhi Leonard, Mason Plumlee, and Russell Westbrook. Possibly going on some under for Russell Westbrook in the second half, or we can get some good second half props for him. I like taking the under on some of these guys. I don't know if I said Anthony Edwards for Minnesota. If no Rudy Gobert, then obviously we got to consider Naz Reid, who had a monster game against the Golden State Warriors. And in Portland, Golden State, Dame Lillard, Jeremy Grant, under on a few of his props. Been working out well for me the past few games. Klay Thompson, Kevon Looney, Dante DiVincenzo. So super high level look at these games and some players that I'm looking to target. Let's circle back and let's look at a couple of these games for the Houston Rockets. A couple things stood out to me. I want to share these with you all and why I'm interested in Tari Eason, and Jae'Sean Tate. So number one, very, very obvious to me that the Rockets are not looking to win games. They're not trying to win games right now. I just had this thought today. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Kevin Porter Jr. for the rest of the year, and maybe even Jalen Green. I think they could get fined for that. So maybe they play a couple more games and then they pull a hamstring or something. But I just see the Rockets really trying to not win games right now. So evident versus the Portland Trailblazers. I mean, Sengun was on his way to just having a fantastic game, and they pull him out. I don't even think he played in the fourth quarter. Played 25 minutes. Second game in a row, he's played less than 26 minutes, under 30 minutes in both games. Foul trouble, not really in foul trouble. He had 4 fouls going into the fourth quarter. He was, doing well. I don't think 4 fouls is enough to be pulled out for the rest of the game. And his minutes, honestly, are in jeopardy right now. And so you're looking at him kind of being shut down a little bit. And you got guys like Jae'Sean Tate putting in 25 minutes, Ty putting in 32. We already know what Kenyon Martin Jr. can do. He played 33. Jabari Smith is going to get as many minutes as he can handle, and it's a shame because he's just not taking advantage of it. He's just been underperforming all year long. Tari Eason playing 28 off the bench. Deshaun Nix playing 30 off the bench. These guys are G Leaguers, basically, and they're all getting starter minutes in the NBA because the Rockets are looking to not win right now. And then checking out what they did versus the Golden State Warriors, much of the same. You had Jabari Smith playing over 30, Kenyon Martin playing over 30, Ty second, this is his, one of his 2 starts, past 2 games he started for the Rockets. 34 minutes, 15 points, 5 of 12 from the field. Jae'Sean Tate, 28 minutes, and boom, there's Sengun. the only original starter, left really, and they're just shutting him down. 24 minutes, not in foul trouble, played a pretty efficient game, 2 for 10. I mean, he's giving you a lot of production on the glass. He's dishing out dimes, and they're just not letting him get his full run. And so that tells me that they're just looking to give minutes to these younger dudes. I mean, he's a very young guy himself. I think he's like 19 years old, 20 years old, but they're just looking to give minutes to these other guys. They're really just trying not to win right now. So if we get some good props on, Ty Ty and Tari Eason and Jayshawn Tate, I took the over on Jayshawn Tate's PRA last game versus the Trailblazers. Believe it was set at 16.5, and he crushed that. So just some areas of interest, from the Houston Rockets side that I have. Next game I want to talk about is the Bucks and Brooklyn Nets. And so this is a revenge game for Brook Lopez. If any of you were alive when he was drafted like in 2008, I think, or 7, I don't know. So he got drafted by the Nets. It was really good, man. Like, he was like, I don't know who they were comparing him to, but he was a big man that could that could play, that could shoot, and he wasn't known for his defense, but man, he's really just found the niche in Milwaukee, and it's become a very valuable asset to this team. But without Giannis on the court, now Giannis played this game versus Miami, but he only played 6 minutes, so like he basically didn't play that game. Lopez 27 minutes, 17 and 7. Okay. Allen, 16 points in 28 minutes. Drew Holiday leading it against a really good Miami team, and they've knocked them out, man. Won by almost 30 points. Those are the guys I'm interested in on this Milwaukee team. Next game against the Suns, a much closer game. This game was really fun to watch. Really fun to play props on throughout the game. First half and second half props. That was real fun to watch that game and have, some skin on it. Milwaukee, again, Brook Lopez, 22 and 13. One thing I noticed about Brook Lopez, taking the over on the second half prop has been fruitful because he's on the floor. He's playing big minutes in the third and fourth quarter. And because, the Suns have a big front court in Ayton, and when Ayton sits down, you got guys like Wainwright and Jock Landale coming in. And so Brook Lopez is needed on the floor. When he's on the floor, he's blocking shots, he's getting boards. I believe his second half props are like always 14.5, 15 points or something, 15 PRA or something like that. It's so easy for him to get that. Even his fantasy scores are easy for him to get. But man, Brook Lopez continues to just do good things on the floor. Drew Holiday obviously stepping it up in the absence of Giannis. Grayson Allen didn't have as big of a game, but we took his first half prop of 5.5 points and he hit that. I don't think he scored after that, but that's all we needed from him. But now you got guys like Ingles and Middleton and Crowder in the lineup. So all these guys are getting 25 plus minutes. But yeah, Brook Lopez, Drew Holiday, Grayson Allen. If we can get another low 5.5 point prop for Grayson Allen, first half prop, I like the over on that, And so again, injuries open up possibilities, Injuries in Houston to, injuries, quote unquote, to Jalen Green and Kevin Porter Jr. and Sengun not getting minutes, open up possibilities and bigger roles for these younger guys, these other guys. Same thing in Milwaukee. You got Giannis out, and now you have Lopez stepping up, playing good basketball. Drew Holiday taking it to a new level. So we look for these opportunities now where we can attack, certain games because of certain players not, in the lineup. And I really like what I'm getting from the Brooklyn and Milwaukee Bucks game. All right, we'll dig into one more game, and it's a game that I think we can find a lot of fantasy goodness from. These teams just played on Saturday, and Jazz won by 16 points. San Antonio and Utah. And listen, we're not betting that the Spurs will win. We're betting player props, and so let's look at where this production is coming from. You got guys like Sohan putting up 22 points in 30 plus minutes, 6 boards. Malachi Branham playing 31 minutes, took 16 shots. Would have liked to see him go 50% from the field, give you at least 15 points and 6 boards, but he's getting time on the floor. He's getting starter minutes. Zach Collins, man, 15 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Take the over on his fantasy points. If we can get his fantasy points under 30, let's do that. I mean, these guys are getting all the minutes they can handle. This guy, Devontae Graham, is never on the Prizepicks board. Now, I wish really hard that Emmanuel quickly would be put on the Prizepicks board, and they put him on the board today. And I took the over on his first half points, and he got it. So I'm putting it out there into the universe. Let's get a Devontae Graham fantasy and PRA prop for tomorrow. I'd like to see what that looks like. But, man, he has been playing very well and getting a lot of minutes off the bench. And then let's look at this other game versus the Mavs. They got blown out, man. I mean, they are just getting beat up. They, along with the Houston Rockets, they are obviously not trying to win games. But, again, these teams not looking to win games, or they're suffering from injuries and all these things, it's very easy to now start targeting where that fantasy production is going to come from, because less mouths to feed on the floor. You already know who to target, and it's like a very, very concentrated, offense for the Spurs and Rockets, really. So Malachi Branham, again, 23 points, 35 minutes. Devontae Graham got the start, 28 minutes. Zach Collins, big double-double for Zach Collins. No Jeremy Sohan in this game, but same guys putting up points. Game before that against the Charlotte Hornets, you got Malachi Branham again putting up 23 points. Sohan played, but didn't play well. Zach Collins, a big double-double. If we can get a Keita Bates Diop, drip, if we can get a prop for him. I mean, there's so many guys you can play. They're getting so many minutes to these players, man. Like, we don't even know who half these guys are. If we just get a prop for them, if they're going to get 25, 30 minutes a game, I'd like to see what their points look like or their PRA looks like, right? So, yeah, all jokes aside, we know who we can target on some of these teams because of injuries and unavailability to some star players. And obviously we're talking about the Rockets and the Nuggets, right? We're not going to not play Jokic or Murray or Porter Jr., but we already know that. So I want to kind of mention some guys that maybe you don't know about or aren't thinking about. And look, this game was a blowout, kind of out of hand, and Jokic put up damn near a triple-double. So, yeah, he's still in play. All these guys are still in play. In order for it to be a blowout, these guys have to play and they have to produce. So we're not ignoring the superstars on these teams, but we are looking for opportunities, and we are looking for some buy low player props tomorrow. And hopefully, talking about some of these guys open your eyes up to new possibilities on where to play your props tomorrow. And during our final look video, we'll definitely go over more information and, make some decisions on these guys and lock them in. So for now, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for our early look and research video. Very high level look into tomorrow's slate. Drop me a comment below letting me know who you have your eye on at the moment out of these props that are on the board. I see Vanderbilt on the board now. Let me know if anybody catches your eye. Also, let me know if you locked anybody in yet. That's crazy if you have, but let me know. Also, let me know what you think about my super early high-level looks and observations into these games. Do you like them, love them, hate them? Do you want to leave them alone? Either way, leave me a comment below letting me know. As always, I truly appreciate the time you take to watch this video, stopping by, chilling out with me, talking some basketball props over on Prizepicks. Again, I appreciate all the support, the likes, the comments, and the subs. And until tomorrow's final look video, Chavez is